We're going to talk about something very sensitive today, and that is men's mental health and well-being. Hey guys, it's Farhad from Fit with Farhad here, and today's video is a little bit of a serious one. In fact, you know it's serious when I've got my glasses on. But, you know, it took me a lot to get the camera out, switch it on and make this video, because I'm on the back of, yesterday I was putting together a video for you guys, spent 4, 5, 6 hours recording, editing, putting everything together, just as I was ready to export the video into a uploadable format. My MacBook Pro decided to corrupt all the files, and 5 hours worth of work went down the pan. So that was the first thing that made me really angry. And then a few other things, and it just made me realize about my own sort of like state of mind at the moment. Just everything going a little bit wrong. Obviously, we've had COVID-19, which hasn't helped. Business has been down because of it. But, there's a worrying statistic in life that men in their 30s, 40s, and 50s are more likely to die because of suicide as a result. Just want to point out, I'm not suicidal by any means, but I think it's worth addressing mental health in men. I think it's a subject that started to gain a little bit of traction, although it's still a subject that I don't feel gets enough coverage. And a lot of guys out there are suffering in silence. You might see somebody that's doing really well, or you might see someone that's always got a smile on their face, but, they're deep down, you don't know what's going on, and things aren't right mentally. I mean, you just have to look at, someone like Robin Williams. Robin Williams was someone that I personally loved and admired. I didn't even know the guy, but, you watch his movies, you see how he is on the screen. He's such a jolly guy, such a happy guy. He's making everyone laugh. And this is a guy that spent most of his life, if not all of it, making other people happy. Yet, he wasn't happy himself. And it's got me thinking about happiness. It's got me thinking about things like what my life, the trajectory of my life. I mean, I'm 40 now, and I still don't feel like I'm in a place where I feel like I've made it, or I know what I'm doing. And I know I'm not trying to bring out the little man with the violin, or, I'm not trying to create this video out of self-pity. I just wanted to share this video with you because I think that it's worth talking about this. And I think guys don't talk about it enough. My own personal experience and my own things that I try to do to help me when it comes to my own mental health and well-being is, first of all, working out and exercising. Without that, I don't know where I'd be right now. That has been one of the main things that I turn to when things don't go my way. So fitness, exercise, the gym, that's definitely massive therapy for me. Talking to you guys like this is therapy for me. And speaking of therapy, I have had therapy. I've worked with therapists, I've worked with coaches, I've worked with counselors. That has really helped me understand things. And I think that it's worth just me sharing that with you, because people look at me from the outside and think this guy's confident on camera. He's got, he works out, he's got a good physique, he's confident when he's talking to people. But deep down, I've got my own hang-ups. I've got a lot of self-doubt. I got a lot of insecurities in my own self. That probably had a lot to do with the way I grew up and my own insecurities growing up, being overweight and being generally bullied and things like that. And that all sort of like spiraled into the future and to now. And, like I said, I'm sharing this video, and I'm doing this with totally unscripted. I don't do scripts on any of my videos, to be honest with you. But this one's just a little bit different because I wanted to sort of just talk to you about mental health and mental well-being. If you're a guy watching this and you're going through, you can relate to what I'm saying and how I'm feeling, then I'd love to talk to you. I'd love to sort of like maybe help you out, maybe sort of give you some ideas of what we can do to get out of this together. I'm not saying I've got all the solutions, but I think talking about things really does help. And, one thing I've learned as I sort of like learn and as I grow older is even the guys at the top are going through what we're going through. You know, they might look like they've got the money, the fame, the fortune, the success, etc., and all the trimmings of life, but you know, they have doubt, they have self-doubting moments, they have moments where they think that they're not on the right path. You know, and there are 4 areas I think that a man specifically has in his life that you got to sort of get to grips with. You know, there's the financial side of things, your finances and your business and your income. That's a massive thing. There's your relationships, you know, relationships with your partner, relationships with your kids, relationships with your family, relationships with the people around you, like your friends, your clients, etc. You've got things like your health and wellness. That's a massive thing as well. You know, low health, low wellness, looking at yourself and feeling uncomfortable who you are in your own skin. That's a big thing. That's a big factor. And also, you know, that contribution factor. You know, we are trying to be good human beings. You know, I'm assuming that by watching this video, you're trying to be a good human being, and you want to contribute to society for the positive, for the better. You know, and all of these things are factors that we sort of allowed to get on top of us, and we have this idea of what a man should have at a certain period of his life. You know, by the age of X, Y, Z, you should have a house, you should have it all paid off, you should have a nice car, you should have a business that's making 6, 7, 8 figures. And it doesn't help that, you know, we're surrounded by people who portray this lifestyle that, you know, if you don't have it, you're a failure. You know, you've got the gurus out there, you've got the Grant Cardones, the Gary V's, etc. I have a love-hate relationship with Gary Vee, but I think something he said recently in a video that I saw was quite dangerous.
Let me say something straight to camera. If you're not a successful entrepreneur right now, in the easiest time to be a successful entrepreneur, because there's so much money in the system and the internet is at scale, you suck.
And I think that statement in itself is really dangerous. I don't like what he said here. I lost a lot of respect for Gary Vee when he said this. Ultimately, this video, it's just me reaching out to you, and maybe hopefully you could reach out to me. Speak in the comments below. You know, I know this is not my usual pace of video. I like to give you advice. I like to give you entertainment. I like to put things out there of value that you can take on board and improve the quality of your life. And you're probably watching this right now and you're probably thinking, shit, man, this guy's depressing me. I hope that's not the case. But I just thought I'd put this video out there. You know, I'm not trying to, like I said, I'm not trying to have a pity party here. I'm not trying to, you know, make you guys feel down. But I wish I had the answers. I wish I had the solution. I wish I could say, look, this is what I did to overcome everything, and now I'm really happy and everything's perfect. And, you know, I've got everything in life has just clicked into place. But I don't think life's like that. I don't think life works that way. I think we've always got issues. I think we're always going to have challenges. I think we're always going to have problems. And I think in a way that's a good thing, because it forces us to think about our lives. It forces us to grow. And I think that's the beauty of being a human. You know, you're constantly trying to grow and evolve into a better person. And, you know, you're trying to improve yourself. There's that Japanese saying of Kaizen, of continuing and constant improvement. I know Tony Robbins hijacked that and started his own Kanai thing of constant and never-ending improvement. But I'm pretty sure that he nicked that from the Japanese Kaizen methodology. You know, and again, you know, I love Tony Robbins. I've been to his UPW seminar, but again, these gurus, they do sort of portray this lifestyle that you should have. And if you don't have this lifestyle, you're a failure in some way. I don't think that's fair. You know, one positive that came out of lockdown and coronavirus was it made me realize that actually I've got a roof over my head. I've got food on the table. And despite all this crap that's going on, I can provide for my family. And that was quite comforting. That was quite, you know, that made me feel really good. That made me realize that I don't need to sort of chase the Lamborghinis and the 7 figures salaries or whatever it is that, you know, you tend to sort of like get wrapped up in. But that being said, you know, this is a different type of video that I normally do. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe to this channel if you don't want to. I'm not going to say click on this video and that thing. I just wanted to share this. I just wanted to put this out there just purely simply because I think it's just another guy that's going through what you're going through, giving voice to the problem, giving the beast a name, giving it an image, so that, you know, we can slay this beast together. I think the first thing that's important when it comes to mental health and men's mental health specifically is awareness, and being aware of the fact that something's not right. And once you have that awareness, I think that's the point. You can then take that awareness and think, okay, let me do something about it. So different type of video today. Let me know in the comments below if you're going through something similar. Let me know your story. If you have any tips and advice, not only for me, but for everybody else, please do share it below. You know, I'm more than happy to listen to anyone who's got something to say. That's awesome. And I shall see you on the next video, which I hope will be a lot more positive, be a bit more funnier, more entertaining, obviously give you value and information on health and fitness. But like I said, this is part of health and fitness, because obviously mental health and mental well-being goes hand in hand with physical health and physical well-being. So there you have it. My video today on men's mental health. Let's give it some attention. Let's talk about it. Let's get the issue out there so people are aware that there is something to talk about when it comes to the mental health that men in their 30s, 40s and 50s have to deal with. It's something that's swept under the carpet, and it's time to get it out in the open and out in the public and discuss it. So have a great day. Sweat more, suck less, stay awesome. I'll see you in the next video.